the Director General Technical Education, Government of Haryana, and we had invited Shri Vijendra Kumarji for this particular session. But because of some urgent meeting in government, so he could not make it for this particular session, and I have not yet received any confirmation whether or not he is coming. But then probably the chances are, because of that meeting, he may not be in a position to come over. So in absence of that, what I thought was, uh, we have discussed about NSQF. We have also discussed about the community college scheme and many other skill development schemes of Government of India. And the purpose of today's session was to basically share experiences pertaining to what has happened in Haryana in the school education system and what exactly is likely to happen now at the polytechnic education system. So we have had a fairly good discussion with regard to the implementation of NSQF at school education system. In fact, in Haryana, it started from year 2012, and to start with, the pilot was started in 40 schools, and thereafter the project has been taken further, and there are hundreds of more schools which are now being covered under NSQF, and they are implementing courses pertaining to different sectors. But now students have started passing out. Those who completed their 10+2 or matriculation with vocational subject, so they are now faced with the problem of pursuing their vocational education further. So there are definitely some problems being faced, and I worked on it. So I have little information as to where the system is now getting stuck and where is it we are now faced with the problem. So a little bit we will discuss about that, and thereafter I will then hand over the session to my colleague Professor Y.K. Anand. He will give us some insight, and he will be talking about what all has happened in this session, in this program. So that's what we are going to do in this session, and it's going to be a short session. Maybe we conclude by 12:30 or so. In fact, we have a video conferencing session with our Honorable HRD Minister, and all senior faculty of the institute are supposed to be available for that video conferencing. That's why we are preponing the session, and we intend to conclude it by 11:30 or so. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are a good number of these things sectors covered under NSQF, and all those sectors which are covered under NSQF, particularly in the state of Haryana, these sectors are mentioned here. So there are 5 courses under automobile, entertainment, IT, then communication, electronics, and economics and finance. So all these courses, their number is mentioned against each of the course, and this number of courses are being offered. Like in agriculture, there are 5 courses being implemented under NSQF in school education system, applied art 3, and tourism, printing and publishing, etc. So these are the 20 specializations being offered. But the problem faced by the state is the nomenclature of these courses as they exist at the school education system, and the nomenclature of different specializations as available under NSQF. So they are little different, and I'll take you to this thing, what sort of nomenclatures exist. Then you can compare on your own, and you will be in a position to find out the why and where exactly is the problem. So this, I think we can skip it. This is basically the teaching scheme and distribution of hours, how much academics and how much vocational hours are to be imparted at a particular given level. And on the whole, there's a problem even pertaining to the levels. Like when we talk of community colleges vis-a-vis National Vocational Education Qualification Framework. So what has happened is, in fact, under NSQF, we were all through talking about 7 level to start with, and maybe level 8, 9, and 10, which were to be introduced little later. So that's the kind of framework which exists. But when we talk about community college scheme, we have basically the 5 levels, and these 5 levels are nothing but they are equal to the 7 level as prescribed under National Skill Qualification Framework. Under community college scheme, in fact, this level 1 is nothing but its combination of level 1 and level 2 of the NSQF levels. So NSQF level 1 and level 2, they have been merged, and that's how level 1 of community college scheme has been created. When it comes to level 2 is nothing but combination of NSQF level 3 and level 4, and thereafter, so level 3 and level 4, that is equal to level 2 under community college scheme. Level 3 is nothing but equal to level 5 of NSQF, and level 4 is equal to level 6 of NSQF, and level 5 is equal to level 7 of NSQF level. So this is the equivalence of community college levels vis-a-vis the levels prescribed under National Skill Qualification Framework. Now, as regards eligibility, yesterday also we had a lot of discussion about it, but I think it would be a good idea to really recapitulate on this thing, what exactly is the community college scheme and what exactly is the this thing qualification, and there's still a lot of confusion prevailing about it. So far as level 1 of community is concerned, anybody can join that course. As regards level 2, anybody provided the skill at level 1 are certified. And when it comes to certification, so certification of the skill is to be basically done by National Skill Development Corporation or sector skill councils. So if a person wants to straight away join level 2 of community college, then naturally one has to get the skills at level 1 certified from somebody, and that somebody is nothing but either the sector skill council or the National Skill Development Corporation. Eligibility for level 3 of community college is anyone provided the skill at level 1 and 2 are certified, and here again the same procedure has to be followed. Then at level 4, anyone who has already got the skill certified at level 1, 2 and 3, and for level 5, so it's a precondition to have got this thing skill certified at level 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the provision which exists with regard to eligibility. In fact, today I happened to go through one news item, and here DAV college in Chandigarh, they are going to start a course on medical lab technology, I suppose, and they are going to admit students after 10+2. So they have advertised this thing eligibility criteria. They have advertised all other details about the program, and similarly many other colleges in Chandigarh. So when it comes to any course of community college being run in university affiliated college, so minimum eligibility qualification is 10+2. So there is still a lot of confusion. Yesterday we were talking about, and we were only talking about so long as you are aiming at this thing job roles. So you identify the job role and you can join community college at any level at any time. But colleges are definitely going to be ruled by the regulations of the concerned university, and the board of management and board of studies in any college, they would have worked out the eligibility criteria, and accordingly the admissions are going to take place. So local college is going to admit people for diploma in community skill, but then the minimum prescribed qualification for that is, I think so, it's science subject. So 10+2 with science subject, and that person can seek admission for this diploma. Okay, so this I would like to skip. We have already discussed in many other. This equivalence also I have already talked to you. So these are the broad specializations available under the NSQF. So automobile, then entertainment, theater and stagecraft. Then we have this information technology, communication, economics. Now when we talk about community, right now there is only one specialization available, and that's retail. But when you compare it with NSQF, under NSQF there would be 5 specializations available under economics and finance, and nomenclatures over there are somewhat different. Then agriculture, again, see, under agriculture sector, when you compare it with NSQF, so exactly these 5 which are given under the community college scheme, these specializations or courses exactly do not match with the NSQF. Similarly, construction and building technology, this is the specialization available under this thing, community college scheme. Applied art, there are 3: fashion technology, interior design, jewelry design, etc. Tourism, only one specialization available. Printing and publishing also, there is one specialization available here. So I'll share with you what are the kind of problems or how is it Punjab University at Chandigarh, which has right now selected 2 colleges. In fact, this was the story almost a month ago, but during past 1 to 2 months, I know there are number of other colleges which have been covered under community college. In fact, in Chandigarh we have, I think so, 6 or 7 government colleges, and all these colleges, they are going to offer at least 1 or 2 courses pertaining to community college scheme. So as we all are aware, UGC is targeting at starting community colleges in at least 500 institutions. So far as Chandigarh is concerned, little more than a month ago, so these 2 colleges affiliated to Punjab University at Chandigarh, they were covered under the community college scheme, and these are the 2 sectors they had decided to offer. Travel and tourism was one sector, and then retail management. So these are the 2 sectors picked up by these 2 colleges, and fee structure has been decided to be 5,000 rupees per annum. And now when we go through the newspaper, in fact today also I have seen it in newspaper, whosoever joins this course under community college scheme, so that student is going to be paid a monthly stipend of 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees. Then the local colleges, they have decided to run this program from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the evening. That would mean a person who is already doing some work, has completed at least 10 plus 2, so that person can continue working in his or her present job, and then from 4 to 9 this person can attend the evening college and under the community college scheme. And initially it was being preached that candidates who could not pursue studies after 12th standard, or even people who had left their studies prior to this thing, even before passing 12th standard, so they can join the community college stream. But the local college is insisting upon 12th standard. So there are 40 seats in each of the 2 courses, and university has sanctioned a budget of rupees 43 lakh for each college, but colleges are now faced with a problem. Okay, budget has been provided, but there are problems with regard to the utilization of this budget. How to utilize it, how much honorarium to be paid to the teachers or faculty, instructors, and then norms with regard to payment of honorarium to already people who are already in employment, and norms for those who are going to be invited from outside. So then norms with regard to incurring expenditure under like variety of establishment expenses pertaining to this course. So all this confusion still prevails. So salient feature of the program being offered by these 2 colleges are courses already approved by the Dean College Development Council, because you see if any course has to be introduced within the framework of university system, so it has to go through Senate, syndicate and all different bodies, then only the course can be started. So community college syllabus here in this case, so the courses, they have to be necessarily approved by the syndicate. So that has already been done. Admissions are to be made as per the existing university rules, and courses are, they are nothing but a blend of practical training and knowledge and skill basically. And practical training is aimed at to be imparted in the industry or through SKPs. experts from industry to be part of the team imparting the courses. In fact, it's not only imparting the inputs, even at the time of evolving the course, the experts from industry, they were invited by the university, and that's how the course curriculum has been designed. Then industry expert to be involved in evolving the course, I have already covered. Then syllabus to be got approved from the concerned bodies of the universities, and then that's nothing but board of studies basically. Then a few challenges which are being faced by the college includes course structure not yet finalized and communicated to the college by the university. Almost a month back, these two institutions, one at Chandigarh, other one at Ludhiana, they were faced with this problem. Maybe during this past 1.5 months or so, now maybe the course structure has been made available, but 1.5 months ago, there was a lot of confusion with regard to this. Then faculty and staff not yet recruited, there is no dedicated faculty for the community college. So existing faculty, they have been assigned the task of making it happen. Panel of experts from industry again has not been constituted, who all are going to come and who all are going to teach, so that gap still exists. And then employment guarantee to program beneficiaries, it is expected whosoever will offer a program under community college scheme, so they are supposed to they are supposed to arrange employment for the pass outs. So this is another issue. Then inadequate incentive to teacher teaching community college course. The other day we visited government college at Chandigarh, and we were discussing with them how is it the teachers are going to be compensated. So they had told us about this thing, a rate of payment of honorarium at the rate of 500 and 1000 rupees per lecture. So people who are already working in the college, they will be paid at the rate of 500 rupees per lecture, and people who are to be invited from industry or from outside, so they can be paid at the rate of 1000 rupees per lecture. But I was going through the regulations appearing in media, different newspapers and all, and material available on net. So it very clearly says, so far as this payment to experts is concerned, it can be paid at the rate decided by the AICT in case of polytechnic, and UGC in case of universities, in case of degree colleges. But in any case, the rate of honorarium would not exceed beyond that. So plan of study and is just given here. At level 1, communication skill 250 hours, basic sciences 250 hours. So in addition to 500 hours of skill, so 500 hours need to be devoted on communication skill and basic skill. That's level 1. And at level 2, again, both the subjects, at level 2, you have communication skill for 100 hours and then basic sciences for about 2 hours. That means if it is 700, so 300, remaining 700 have to be devoted on imparting the skill part of it. At level 3, so computing skills are to be taught for about 2 hours, and any foreign language or any other Indian language, so that could be equal to 200, so 400 hours here and 600 hours of skill. Then at level 4, basic accounting and bookkeeping skills for 150 hours, entrepreneurial skill or setting up small business, inputs pertaining to setting up small business or being self-employed, so another 150 hours. And at level 5, it's basically presentation, grooming and finishing skill. So this is what, in fact, in addition to the vocational skill, these are the kind of grooming skills or presentation skill or entrepreneurial skill or self-employment or communication skill. And in fact, when I went through the scheme of community colleges, what I find is, be it any course, the course may be pertaining to automobile, it may be pertaining to tourism or construction or IT or ITES, any sector, so far as these inputs are concerned, general input, they are common to all sectors. But it's basically the skill which varies from sector to sector. So this is little information which I had about the community college scheme. So about Haryana, Haryana basic problem being, the nomenclature of the subject. And as regards Chandigarh, I gave you little idea about what is happening in Chandigarh and what are the kind of challenges faced by the two colleges, one at Chandigarh and other one at Ludhiana, with regard to implementation of NSQF. So now I got to go for some other meeting, and I will now hand over the session to my colleague Professor Y.K. Anand, who will take the session further. So Professor Anand, I'll request you to kindly come over. And I leave it to you. You can get some feedback from different center, and thereafter we close it before lunch.
Then we
So
will have after lunch.
no. You can conclude it before lunch because I got to go and join the this thing session.
At 12:30 we have to go there. But afternoon,
Huh?
after 2 o'clock.
No, after 2 o'clock we won't have any session.
Okay. Thank you.
So Professor Anand is going to take charge of the session now. In case you have any question from me, so you can always ask that question before I leave the dais. Remember one thing, I have promised to send all PPTs to all the 6 centers. These PPTs will be emailed to you maybe in the afternoon today or maybe on Monday. And I'll request you to please pass on these PPTs to all course participants. And another request, all of you, I suppose 3 centers, they have already sent us a list of participants. Other 3 centers are requested to kindly do so, and do let us have the list of participants by the afternoon today. आ जाइए नंदा।
बेटे जरा पानी लेकर आते हैं।
You can seek feedback from different centers.
टाइम टेबल काफी है जी।
मैं देखता हूँ इनके पास है हम।
हो गया। थैंक यू बेटा। गॉड ब्लेस।
तो ने सब इंक्लूड करने का वो उनका कंफर्म हुआ ही इज नॉट कमिंग अभी मैसेज आया
वैलिडेशन जो भी
ये वैलिडेशन अभी कर देंगे साथ में आनंद साहब खत्म ही करवा देंगे नो पॉइंट मीटिंग अगेन फॉर 10-15 मिनट्स वही लिए तो सारे सेंटर फीडबैक ले लेंगे
Good afternoon to all the centers who are connected with NITTR Chandigarh and the Polytechnic and Engineering College teachers who are participating in the program on the skill development, national vocational qualification framework and community college. You have been actively participating in the various sessions and contributing to the knowledge of the experts who have come for delivering lectures, as well as you have been removing your doubts. In the time which is given to me, about 30 minutes or so, I will be discussing some aspects of the implementation of the schemes and the problems. And after that, we will be having a sort of feedback system, which is just a validation of what has been done, and that will be a sort of a concluding session. If you remember, in the initial stages, we have said that any system, when it has to be developed, it involves the stages of analysis, it involves the stages of design, it involves the stages of implementation and evaluation. I will focus more on implementation because all of you are going to implement the schemes of NSQF or community college in the polytechnics or engineering college. Design of the scheme has been given to you by the policy, has been given to you by the AICT. Curriculum you have of the programs which you are offering, those have been designed or being designed. Once the curriculum has been designed, the next stage is implementation. Implementation has got two components. One is development of resources and second is actual implementation. Development of resources means whatever design you have made, for that resources are required. Resources are human resources, infrastructure, equipment, raw material, finance, all these and human resources, and all these resources are required to be present for implementing the curriculum, implementing the program. While you are going for the development of resources, you will have to make a sort of a analysis of what resources are available to you in the institution and what resources you can loan from nearby institutions and industry, and what are the resources you can procure from outside. Because when you are actually going to implement the curriculum, it is very essential that resources should be in position. If resources are not there, you will not be able to implement the schemes, whether it is NSQF or it is the community college. So first step is that analyze the document, design document which has been prepared for NSQF or community college. Try to find out from there what resources are required, list down the resources, and from the resources which are there, try to find out what resources are immediately required, how many are there required, how many resources are required after 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and then make a sort of a plan. How can you will have these resources in the institution for executing or implementing the program. In the situation which you are placed in the polytechnic and engineering college, I am very much aware of that there are a lot of constraints and problems for getting the things because of many aspects of the policy and norms, etc. are not clear. So it is essential that you make a sort of a committees at the polytechnic level, maybe academic committee, maybe management committee, so that these problems which are coming for procurement of the resources, in that their decisions or their consultation is done and the resources can be procured. One of the most important things which is required for the implementation of these programs, NSQF and other community colleges, that you have to select the partnership, you have to select the partner, industry partner. Unless you are able to get industry partners for running the program, the possibility of getting the desired results will not be there. So during the development of the resources as a part of the implementation stage, what is essential is you should try to make your best efforts to find out the industry or organizations related to the course which you are running who have some sort of feeling, empathy towards the students which are being taught in your institutions. Make a sort of a understanding with them that you ensure that the children trained through us and trained through you, your corporation, should be employable in your industry. If the institution are able to select and motivate certain institutions, certain industry or service organizations who can employ the students who undergo certain programs at your institution, that will be the best thing, because that will not only be motivating to the students, it will be motivating to the trainer, and it will be motivating to the industry, and all the three efforts will be done to achieve the objective of the program. If the industry or the service sector you choose as a cooperative partner in running the program, if they are not serious, if they are not motivated, and if they don't guarantee for the employment of certain students, the possibility is there that motivation of the students and teachers and management will not be to that extent. So the success of running programs related to NSQF and program related to community colleges, that the industry should be committed, industry should run the program as a cooperative program. If this prerequisite is satisfied, the possibility is there that there will be a lot of successes. Another aspect which is very important as regards the success of the program and which has to be taken care during the development of the resources is that you try to have not one industry or one you can say service organization, you try to have many industries and service organization in the nearby areas in the district where you are placed, and get their commitment, get their memorandum of understanding with them, and you tell them that they should select the boys and girls from the lot which is available in the market and send those boys and girls to us for training, and we will train those persons as per your requirement, and you give them the appointment letter so that once they finish all the things in our institution, they can come to you. If this sort of mechanism is adopted during the development of the resources, the possibility of the success of the program will be there. You will all say that it is very difficult because industry is not so much aware of this thing. You know very well that there is a social responsibility of the industry to contribute certain amount for the training, for the employment or for the society. You can, as an institution, you can ask them that you utilize some of your funds in providing training to the children and providing employment their industries. I am very sure that if we plan this activity at the district level, there will be large number of service organization industries which will come forward and do that. In the development of resources, another important thing which is required is that you create a mechanism in the institution by which lot of publicity and marketing is there to the new program which you are running. I have seen in advanced countries, I have seen in Hong Kong, UK, Australia and other countries, lot of advertisement on TV and other media comes which tells about the whatever, what is this community college, what are this program related to the skill qualification framework, what are the advantages, how can you get prepared yourself quickly for getting the job. There is a lot of need of creating a mechanism during the development of resources by which publicity and marketing of the programs is done by the attractive advertisements and maybe films by which all the population or the people in the catchment area become aware of the new initiative done by the government as regards these programs are concerned, and they come for taking the advantage of this program. Another factor which has to be taken care in the development of resources is that make a person coordinator of this program in the institution who is having got empathy for poor and who has got empathy for and compassion for the persons for lower state of society to help them. If you will give the responsibility of such programs to such person, the possibility is there. He will give out of the way to provide help to the students who are coming for admission to these institutions. So development of resources is very important, and in which the most important thing is that resources should be there at proper time, and industry has to be motivated to be active partner in creation of the research, in having the students conducting the program, evaluating the program, certifying the programs, all these things. Once all resources have been procured or created through network or proposed to be utilized in the institution, the next thing is actual implementation. Actual implementation includes actual instruction or training of the students as per the curriculum. You know very well that in the design of the program or curriculum, you have made the study scheme also. So same way, once you are running NSQF programs or you are running community college, what is essential is you have to have a sort of a study and training program, study and training schedule, which has to be followed for the students who are there. So create in actual implementation, create an environment whereby the students or the children who are having a low qualifications and interested in having a training, they are attracted, and the schedule of training is told to the students well in advance so that they can take the advantage. This is my feeling, and I have seen also in some institutions who are running this community college program that one has to go extra, make extra efforts for attracting students to this program and make them to study as per the schedule. They will come for some time, later on they will not be serious. So we will have to create a mechanism during the implementation stage where we monitor the progress of the students 3 months, after 15 days, after 1 month, and so on, so that we find that they take interest in the studies and training, and then they are able to follow the schedule which is given. I have also observed that during the implementation, teacher have or trainer have to take care of the level of the students also and their learning style and try to modify his method of training, media, motivation, etc. in such a way that it is in consonance with the experience the students were getting earlier in their school system. Many times it happens is that teachers who are or trainers who are training in the community college or NSQF, they follow the same approach of instruction or training what they have been doing in polytechnics or engineering college. That will not work because the level of the students who are coming to you during this program NSQF and community college is different from the level of the students who are coming in polytechnic. So you will have to find out the appropriate methods, media approach for motivating the students and to make them learn. As a teacher, you know the best approach for developing competencies in the students is to involve them in the learning process. Lecture method is said to be the most, you can say, not the best method for instruction, specifically for skills development. But if you involve or give some projects to the students, give them things which they have to do with their own hands, the learning is the best. So my humble submission to all polytechnic teachers and engineering college teachers who are going to run this community college scheme or NSQF is that they should try to see that in the schedule of training or schedule of education planned for these students, that should include lot of practical or project exercises by which the students can do the things themselves and learn the things. If you will try to develop sort of innovative these exercises, the possibility is there that students will be motivated and they will be learning. You know very well that in earlier times apprenticeship training was the only way of learning skills. About 5,000 years back also apprenticeship training was there. Families were having the skills and that skill was imparted from family elders to the youngest, and this way it was continuing in the family. If you want to take care of the training and you want to make skill trainers in the young people who are having not that sort of education capabilities, the only way or best way is that you assign them jobs, help them to learn those things and give them experience not only in the institution but give them in the industry also. While the training of or while you are implementing the program in the polytechnics or other institutions, it is essential that head of the department or whosoever coordinator of the program is should consider it as a mission, as the service of the poor. दरिद्र नारायण की सेवा है, इसको अगर आप दरिद्र नारायण की सेवा समझते हैं, क्योंकि अगर किसी बच्चे को आप स्किल दे के उसको रोजगार के लिए काबिल बना देते हैं, you are doing a great service not only to yourself but to the service to the God. So my humble request to all who are going for NSQF and community colleges that you should consider this as the service to the Almighty, service to the God, and if you do that, then the possibility is there that everything will be achieved and you will be achieving the goal which you have kept for these programs. Many times I have said also, I again saying, teaching, is it a science, is it an art, is it a spirit or something else? I consider that teaching is science, teaching is also art, and teaching is also the spirit. Spirit, sometimes people say consciousness, sometimes people will say Shraddha. A good teacher who can, or a trainer, he should know the basics of the subject or the area in which he is providing training. He should know about art also. Art means he should be aware of aesthetic, he should be aware of the way teaching can be done best. And third thing is Shraddha or spirit or consciousness. That is, if you know the science of teaching, if you know the art of teaching, and if it is having the Shraddha also, or spirit also, or consciousness also, the possibility is there that the work which you will be doing will be of high quality and it will achieve the desired results. So, my humble submission to all of you is that during the implementation stage, if you take care of these three aspects, the possibility is there that the students who will be coming to you, they will be motivated, they will be learning, and they will become a skilled worker who will have lot of acceptance in the market. Everybody will talk about them, everybody will be willing to take them in their industry. As I mentioned earlier also, each individual has got the knowledge inside him. Only thing is, उसके ऊपर धूल लगी हुई है, धूल लगी हुई है. Earth is there on the knowledge which is there inside everybody. And the role of the teacher, role of the trainer is that he has to remove that earth. And once a teacher is able to clear that earth or dhool or this, the things will get clean, and like a tap will open and the water will gush out. So once आप एक बच्चे जो आपके पास आते हैं या ट्रेनर जो आपके पास आते हैं, उनकी धूल हटाने का मतलब यह है कि अगर आप उनमें सीखने की इच्छा पैदा कर देते हैं या पढ़ने की, जानने की इच्छा पैदा कर सकते हैं, और एक बार उनमें सीखने की और जानने की और पढ़ने की इच्छा अगर ये पैदा कर दें, तो उसके बाद आपको उनको कोई ट्रेनिंग देने की, पढ़ाने की जरूरत नहीं होगी. वो अपने आप ही इन चीजों को, नई नई चीजों को सीख लेंगे. You are all experienced teacher and you must have observed this in your life also, that you have guided certain students, and once you have guided them properly, they become so much proactive in learning that you need not have to note them again and again कि you go and learn. So the success of implementation of NSQF and community college programs in the Polytechnic and Engineering College depends on the committed teachers, committed trainer who has compassion and empathy for the youth who is coming from the poor families, who has taken this as a mission that I have to make these students capable so that they can earn livelihood. He has to have his instruction in such a way that it is not a routine thing, but it is, he is doing these things with Shraddha, or he is using his spirit in ways for building these students. As I mentioned on the first day, your role is to transform the youth, to make them a manpower. So while you are implementing the program in the polytechnic or engineering college related to the community college or NQF, you have to take care of this aspect, that you are got the responsibility of not only training these children, but also responsibility to see that they get employed in industry or service sector. At this moment, I would like to appeal to all of you that not only you think of employment of these students in the organized sector, but also think of, can you combine these students to make a sort of a cooperative so that they can start their own dhanda, their own business. If you are training electrician, 6 electricians, 10 electricians in a city, ensure that if these all 10 students, once they qualified for a program in your institution, are able to set up a agency or an organization at the end of the program by which they can provide these services to the whole community in that area. As has been said earlier, community colleges are established by the community, designed by the community, and prepare people who can serve the community. And therefore, I have appealed to all of you who are listening that this community college or NSQF college should have a vision that by the end of the training, we will try to ensure that all group of students who come out of this training, either they are placed in the organized sector where they can have employment, or these students can go for setting up apna dhanda, maybe industry or maybe service sector, or by which they can provide their services to the community where they are there. Institutions can play very important role by attaching these students with the already established service sector proprietors. These children who come out of these NSQF and community college can be attached with them for a certain period, and then later on they can independently start their own ventures. As you know very well, that in the design of the programs, we have seen this, that we will be developing these students for facing the life. Design the programs in NSQF and community college so that they can earn something. And we have also said in the curriculum that we will be developing their certain skills in them which will help them in life. I would request you to listen to two things which I am now telling you. Probably you remember this and you use this in your life. First thing I want to tell you is that when you are training your students under NSQF and community college, you have to see that certain skills or certain competencies or certain personality traits are developed in the students. I have coined a word which I will tell you. You kindly note down this. If students are to be successful, they should have those capabilities which are seen by the employer when they are selecting students for jobs. These are paid current currency, PADE PCC. P stands for personality, that is the व्यक्तित्व. अच्छा व्यक्तित्व हो, देखते हैं कि बच्चे का व्यक्तित्व अच्छा हो. आप लोग सब जानते हैं व्यक्तित्व का क्या मतलब है. A stands for attitude. बच्चों का एटीट्यूड पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए. काम के प्रति पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड, जो हो रहा है उसके प्रति पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए. इसमें आप लोग सब जानते हैं कि जैसे एक गिलास आधा भरा हुआ किसी को दे दें तो कोई कहेगा कि ये तो केवल आधा ही है, दूसरा कहेगा नहीं चलो आधा तो है. तो दूसरे का जो एटीट्यूड पॉजिटिव है और पहले का एटीट्यूड नेगेटिव है, पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड वाला आदमी जो है इंडस्ट्री में वेलकम किया जाता है. D stands for diligence. D stands for diligence or perseverance. एम्प्लॉयर देखते हैं कि बच्चे ऐसे हों कि जो किसी काम को उनको दें तो वो तब तक उसको करते रहें जब तक कि काम खत्म ना हो जाए. D stands for diligence, perseverance or hard working. E stands for English communication or Hindi communication or whatever language is there. उसमें उनको कैसे बात करनी है, कैसे लिखना है, इसके बारे में भी वो चाहते हैं कि बच्चे को आना चाहिए. C stands for current knowledge and skills of the area in which he is working. Last C stands for creativity and innovation. So employer, when they select students, they see that a student should have good personality, paid current currency, PADCC. He should have good personality, good attitudes, positive attitude, diligence, D, E for English and Hindi communication, C for current knowledge and skills of the subjects, C stands for creativity and innovations. So while you are training your children in NSQF or through NSQF or community college, you should not only see that you are providing him experience of developing only skills, but you are trying to develop in students other aspects also which I have mentioned. One more thing which I want to tell, and that is the last thing I would say, which you should also remember, and you should try to give it to the students in your courses during implementation so that they are welcomed by the industry. You know, earlier we were saying that if you give food to the individual, you can remove, or you give fish to someone, you can remove his hunger. किसी को खाना दीजिए तो उसकी भूख को आप मिटा सकते हैं. फिर आया, no, it's not sufficient. If you really want to help some individual, you train him how to do fishing. उसको ट्रेनिंग दीजिए कि मछली को कैसे पकड़ सकते हैं. एक बार उसको ट्रेनिंग दे देंगे कि कैसे मछली को पकड़ सकते हैं तो वो मछली को पकड़ लेगा. उससे जो है उसको जो भूख है वो केवल एक समय की नहीं, सभी समय की भूख जो है खत्म हो जाएगी. आज के समय में जब कंपटीशन बहुत है, सभी चीजें बहुत कम है, it is not sufficient to give training to the individual. In addition to that, what is required is you give him training of how to fish or how to do fishing, in addition to teach him how to find out fresh water where fish is available. How to find out fresh water where fish is available in India, abroad or anywhere. So अब जब आप implement कर रहे हैं कम्युनिटी कॉलेज या एनएसक्यूएफ ये जरूरी है कि बच्चों में इतना उत्साह पैदा कर सकें कि वो देखें कि कहां अवसर हैं। ये जरूरी नहीं है कि उनके जो ट्रेनिंग के अवसर केवल घर के पास ही हों। जहां भी अवसर अवेलेबल है, जहां भी फिश अवेलेबल है, वहां उनको ये पता करने के अवसर प्राप्त करने की इच्छा होनी चाहिए और उसका ढंग निकालना चाहिए। So it is not sufficient that they should learn how to fish, but in addition to that, you should tell them how to find out the fresh water where fish is available. Fresh water में fish भी पकड़ ली, but they should also know how to market the fish. उन्होंने ज्ञान प्राप्त कर लिया है, स्किल प्राप्त कर लिया है, साथ साथ उनको ये भी आना चाहिए कि भाई हम अपने आप को मार्केट कैसे करें, अपनी स्किल को कैसे मार्केट करें। आप बहुत अच्छे इलेक्ट्रीशियन हैं, लेकिन अगर आप अपने आप को नहीं आगे मार्केट में लाते हैं, बताते हैं, लोगों को कर करके दिखाते हैं, तो आपको कोई भी नहीं पूछेगा। So my humble submission to all polytechnic and engineering college teacher is that the students who are training through NSQF or community college, you don't not only give them the skill, training or competencies, you also tell them how to find out fresh water, how to find out opportunity where their skills can be utilized. They should also know how to market themselves, and lastly, they should have the required tools like fishing net or fishing rod so that they can fish. So in the present scenario, it is not sufficient to have only the skill training. You will have to teach to the students and motivate to the students to find out the places where opportunities are there for utilizing their skills. They will have to learn how they can market their skills, and lastly, they have to have up-to-date and new tools which can be used for doing the things as per their training material or as per their work which is there. Lastly, I will say, as I mentioned in the first session, you are lucky to be a teacher. You have got the great responsibility of transforming life. You can all rise and dream. Rise, dream, and make your role as per your personal requirements. And if you do that, the possibility is there that you will achieve name, fame, professional excellence, whatever is there. You may not have been in the positions which are required to be recognized. You will be the leader without positions. Thank you very much. Now I have concluded. You can be leader without a position if you are committed and do the things from your heart. You have patiently listened to the lectures organized by this institution in this area in the last 5 days, and I hope you must be benefited and you will be taking care of these aspects in planning and implementing the schemes of NSQF and community college in the institutions. And I will like to have your viewpoint on the program, and that will be the end of today's session. We will not have any session in the afternoon. This is the only the valedictory session in which I have talked about, shared with you little of my experiences. Yes, please. Let's listen from them. Yeah. Yes. Dehradun, institution at Dehradun. Yes. Government Polytechnic, Dehradun.
कोई पूछना है तो पूछ लो।
आप इस प्रोग्राम के बारे में अपने विचार दीजिए। इस प्रोग्राम जो हमने 5 दिन के लिए आपको किया है, इसके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहिए। जो चीजें आप समझते हैं कि क्या अच्छाइयां हैं, क्या सजेशन है, जिससे कि आपको और हेल्प मिल सके।
हेलो।
Yes, please.
सर प्रोग्राम तो सही चल रहा है जो भी बताया जा रहा है, क्योंकि अभी नया प्रोग्राम है और अभी थोड़ा बहुत ही सभी लोग जान रहे हैं इसके बारे में, और जुलाई से हमारे यहाँ शुरू होने जा रहा है। तो हम लोग अभी जितना समझ में आया उसको तो खैर इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे। आगे भी अगर जो जरूरत होगी या जिस चीज़ की कोई प्रॉब्लम अगर महसूस होगी तो हम फिर आप लोगों से कंसल्ट करते रहेंगे और मार्गदर्शन आपका फिर बीच बीच में चाहते रहेंगे।
5 दिन के प्रोग्राम में ऐसी कोई चीज है जो कि आप अपने प्रोफेशन में या जीवन में इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहेंगे?
सॉरी सर।
5 दिन के प्रोग्राम में इतने स्पीकर आए हैं, उन्होंने अपने विचार प्रकट किए हैं और आपको उसके बारे में बताया है। ऐसी कोई चीज है जो कि कल से आप अपने जीवन में या अपने टीचर के रोल में इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहेंगे?
Sir, as told by the communication skills and the writing skills, जो एक topic पे वो दिया गया था, it was a very good topic and it would have been helpful for us also, as well as giving those things imparting to the community. because हमारा actually I'm Sadhan Kaushik, I'm consultant from Care Polytechnic, Roorkee, sir.
अच्छा अच्छा, okay, yeah, okay.
हमारे we do not have that community का जो कॉलेज का प्रोजेक्ट है रुड़की में तो नहीं है हमारे पास।
जी जी।
बट वी आर रनिंग दैट कम्युनिटी CDTP का हमारे पास प्रोग्राम चलता है।
चलिए उसी को इस तरह इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश करिए। नेक्स्ट करें बेटा।
Apart from this, there is a little bit of suggestion.
Yes,
yesterday also कि the communication through the video conferencing यहाँ पर बहुत अच्छा रिसीव नहीं हो पाता है। जो delivery of the voice and the gestures and postures are not, वो एक दूसरे से camouflage नहीं करते हैं।
अच्छा।
इस वजह से काफी ज्यादा स्ट्रेस होता है उस चीज को ग्रैब करने के लिए।
Okay, good, very good suggestion.
The quality of the audio and video is not so good actually, and it becomes very difficult for those people who are entirely dependent on Hindi only. तो उन लोगों के लिए बहुत difficult होता है। I believe that the presentations, most of the presentations made by people were entirely in English. And
okay.
Those people, there are so many people over here around. I'm seeing that they are unable to understand exactly because it is entirely in English. I believe that it should be, the language should be mixed. It should be Anglo-English so that the Hindi people and English people, they both can understand the things what are they communicated to them actually.
Okay, good suggestion.
Because of this, I believe there are so many people who are unable to get properly what exactly wanted to be delivered to them actually.
Okay, we will take care of this in future. Good. Anybody else? Yeah, Noida, what is this? Which is this? Is here? Yes. Gurgaon. Yes, institution. Do you have any comments, sir? DGI Gurgaon, you kindly give your comment on the program. What aspect we would like to hear your feedback regarding the program.
Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, we have gained a rich experience with you.
Okay,
and
sir.
this was a nice efforts by NITTTR Chandigarh.
Okay.
And thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thank you. And
okay.
My question is, in community college, there is a provision of teaching of foreign language.
Yes.
At level 4.
Yes.
Sir, I am in professor in management, but I have taught Japanese language in my college also.
Very nice.
I am willing to offer my services to community college as a Japanese teacher.
Very nice. We will take care of this. But I will suggest to you one thing, with my experience, that if you have got education in Japanese language, promote it wherever you are, isn't it? And start from a small, make a small effort of giving free coaching to few persons. You will find after 1 year or 2 years, you will have a lot of students who will be coming for education in Japanese language. India needs persons like you who study other foreign languages, because they can be of great help in making people who can understand other language and their business and get connected with them. Yeah, next. Yes, next. Yes, what's this? Haji Noida, Government Polytechnic, DGI Noida. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
You are tired, is it? Appears to be tired. Is it so? Okay, do you have any feedback regarding the program? Have you understood something which we have talked about, or anything which you have appreciated and liked, and which you like that should be included in future programs?
Sir, this program is really beneficial for all of us, and we are very much happy to hear these things that are very beneficial for us, not for us, for our students also. Just like we say, we talk about the audience, when we listen patiently, then we can understand each and everything, because active listening works only when we genuinely accept the other person's feelings and ideas. And the same thing we accept here and we enjoy a lot.
Okay, thank you.
We want this type of session again and again. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for cooperating and giving us feedback. Next, Peter. Kala Dongi. Government Polytechnic Kala Dongi. Good afternoon to you, all of you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you. We are coming to the end of the session. I would like to have your viewpoint regarding the context and content and the implementation of the program. Do you have any suggestion?
Sir, the content of the program is very good, sir. It is up to the mark. There is a little bit audio and video problem. Otherwise, the program is it is very successful and it is very fruitful.
Okay, good.
Rich experience, because we all maximum of the staff is new to this concept. I am basically me.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And
how many students, how many teachers attended this program?
Sir, almost 13, sir. 13.
13, 1-3.
Yes, sir. 1-3. Yes, sir.
They attended the program.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next. Kashipur. Government Polytechnic Kashipur. Good afternoon. Government Polytechnic Kashipur. नहीं है? कौन है और? हैं? Okay, thank you very much for actively participating in the program, and our good wishes are with you, and we hope that you will be contributing to this national mission of National Qualification Framework and Community College by giving your best and try to do extra efforts in getting the students to the system and training them as per the need of the industry and society. God bless you.